actually, I won races everywhere I went.
Yeah.
Everywhere I went. I never won the Snowball Derby. I never won the 400 at Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah. What was your best finishes in those races? You remember?
In 1978, I was just at the Snowball Derby, and I got to the racetrack the next morning, and Casper Miles was sick. He had the flu or something, and Billy Parsons said, "Will you drive our car today?" Well, I said, "Well, sure." I did have my fire suit and helmet with me, but anyway, I led that thing all day. I could start from the rear and go to the front, but I had to have time.
Right.
And at the very end of the race, they called me in and said I had a flat left rear tire.
Yeah.
I ducked in the pits, tire wasn't flat. So when I come out, I had to start on the back, which didn't make no difference because I had been coming from the back every time I pitted. And they run the last 30 laps, 2 and 3 laps at a time, and I never could get going.
Wow.
I got back to third.
Really?
Little Dave Mater won it. Mark Martin run second, and I run third.
Wow.
If I'd have had 5 or 10 more laps, I'd have been back in front of them because I'd done passed them all day.
Now, what did you had to be excited. What did you're getting in this car, and what are your expectations? Billy and them was doing really good and winning some races, but did you realize this car was going to be that good of a race car before you got in it?
No, not really, but Roundman had stuff to do with that race car too. That was a good thing in my mind.
Okay, right. All right.
That was way later, but Roundman and Billy and Roundman was good friends also.
Okay.
And Roundman was not stingy with his whatever.
His knowledge
his knowledge and all. You asked him anything. I don't know if he did everybody that way, but if you asked him anything, he'd tell you.
What made you? What makes you think that where did he get such vast knowledge at? I mean, I know he's a very intelligent man, but
he's been fooling with race cars ever since I was a teenager with Bill Sternenberg and everything. Rudolph Johnson. Did you know Rudolph Johnson?
No, sir.
Charles Morgan.
Oh yeah, I knew Mr. Morgan.
Well, when Charles Morgan had the service station down there behind and had that little place, and they built not Charles, but Rudolph Johnson and Roundman built that 40 coupe that Roundman had that Bill Sternenberg drove, and they built it down there.
Okay.
And then he got to building cars out at his house.
Yeah.
And he didn't start in the middle of nothing and finish it, but he started from the ground up. I mean, bare frame, and go through that and on up to the end, and he was a fabricator. And you know what he did for a living?
No.
Lay tile.
Laid tile, really? I didn't know.
Laid tile, and that his mechanical ability he's a natural at everything he had done.
Yeah, he's one of those guys. If he'd have been, I wanted to, he could have went cup racing or anything else. I mean, he was that talented.
He was. He absolutely was.